Guys, it's Katie and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is a kind of talk through tutorial on this look, which is my, well, what I plan on being my like New Year's Eve look this year, because obviously if you've seen any videos in the last, 6 months, I've become obsessed with rose gold and purples, and I thought this was a very festive look to do. And also I wanted to do a look especially for people with hooded eyes, because doing dramatic eye looks, I know for myself, is like not within my comfort zone, which is another reason I wanted to do this, because I need to start. And also I wanted something that would look good on people with hooded eyes, because you don't have to worry about the winged eyeliner, which can easily just turn into a huge disaster for anyone, I know, but like especially with hooded eyes, because especially when my eyes are a little irritated, like there is no space here. So if I would have done winged liner, that wouldn't have been great. But I have some tips to kind of get the winged liner effect without actually using wing liner, and I just am a super big fan of this look. It still uses shimmers because I wanted to use shimmers, and I don't care if you're not supposed to if you have hooded eyes, because I wanted to, so there we go. Anyways, if you like this look and you want to see how I did it, then just keep watching. I'm going to start out as usual with my MAC Painterly Paint Pot. This is just like my favorite neutralizing base that I have, because it's pink toned and lasts a pretty long time. So I'm just going to go ahead and throw that on there. Brows are obviously already done, so I'm going to do that too. And to set down that base, I'm going to use the color Stark from the Naked 2 Basics palette. Maybe you can see that. And just set that. Next thing I'm going to do is just get a nice like transition shade in there. I'm going to use the color Frisk from this same palette since I have it out on a fluffy blending brush. And if you have hooded eyes, you always want to bring it, or at least with my particular shape, whatever, I always like to bring it up like way past the crease, otherwise you won't see it. So basically you're just creating a new crease, if that makes sense. And I want this to be dramatic, so it is going right up to the brow bone pretty much, and then we'll just clean it up later with a highlight shade. Another thing I like to do is like kind of bring it up over here towards my nose. It just kind of like makes it look bigger. I don't know. I could be making that up, but I think it does. So now I'm going to move into the color, because it's New Year's Eve and you need color. Well, I guess you could wear this for anything, but I'm doing New Year's Eve. I am taking my Anastasia Artist Palette, which I know is like super old and limited edition, but I'm pretty sure all of these colors are available, so you can do that, or like use colors that are similar that you have. And I'm going to start with the Dusty Rose shade, which is this one right here, and kind of build that into the crease as well to start adding some color. But this one I'm going to focus a little bit more down than the first one, where the first one went all the way up. This one's not going to go quite so high. I'm also going to be dragging the colors outwards, because I kind of want to pull like up and at an angle. Now I'm going to take the Maybelline Color Tattoo. This is in the color Toughest Taupe. It's just a nice taupe shade. And I'm going to take kind of a flat shader brush. You could use like a concealer brush or whatever, but this is just what I have. And get a bit of that on the brush, and I'm going to do like kind of a fake cut crease thing. And just kind of cut that off right at the crease. So I guess, you know, it's like a subtle cut crease. I don't really do those, so I'm trying something new. But mostly this one is going to create a base for our pink shades that we're going to be going in with. Now that that is a little bit carved out, I'm going to go in with a Colourpop shadow. This is in the shade Weenie. It is beautiful. It's this like coppery rose gold shade, very shimmery, perfect for New Year's. And I'm just going to pat that basically all on top of where I put the last shadow, and this one I feel like just applies best with a finger. Since we're not like actually doing a cut crease. I don't know, that was kind of, it was just like map things out, I don't know if that makes sense. Keep it a little more controlled so I don't end up with it like way up here. And I'm not really worrying about fallout under my eyes because I'm going to go in and clean all that up after. And now I want some more color, so I'm going to take the color Punch Fuchsia, this purple shade right here, and start adding that in. I really like this one because it's actually like a bright purple. It's like bam. But it layers super like beautifully over this Colourpop shadow. So I'm putting that mostly on the outer part and bringing it into the crease just a bit. No, okay, we're gonna go with Aubergine on this more dense brush and just kind of put a little depth there because we do have hooded eyes, or at least I do, so I need something to deepen it up. I just seriously love these shades. This palette and the Shadow Couture palette are like the most beautiful Anastasia palettes in my opinion. And now thanks to most of that blending, a lot of it has come off, so I'm gonna go back in with Weenie and then kind of add the favorite part of mine. So I'm gonna take Weenie one more time, just a little bit this time. I'll do like on my pinky, and just kind of go over where it's blended a bit, especially kind of in the center of the eye, because I'm going to be adding one more shade to the inner corner. So there's no need to pile up. And I feel like the Color Tattoo is honestly a great base for these Colourpop shadows. I can't use the Color Tattoo on its own as a base, which is why I have the other one underneath it, but it, like, as a secondary base, I don't know. Looks great. I have glitter all over my hands. So now I'm going to take another Colourpop shadow. This one is in Catnap, and it is like super glittery, super beautiful, rose gold, like more rose gold than the other one more copper. This one leans more like pink rose gold. Can you tell how much I love rose gold? I feel like I've done a ton of rose gold looks recently, but I'm sorry. Like, this is what I'm gonna wear for New Year's, so like, whatever. And even my nails are rose gold. Like, it's a problem, guys. And I'm just kind of taking this one and packing it in the inner corner and towards the center. I'm gonna take this Clinique blush. This is in the shade Heather Pop because I kind of wanted a little more pink in there just to like blend with the purple. And I am taking this and using this to kind of soften up everything. And it's really nice because this is a blush with a tiny bit of a sheen to it, so it's not flat matte, so it's not going to look too harsh or anything, but it is going to subtly pull some pinks in. And of course I have to highlight mostly to clean up a little bit, and I'm just going to take the shade Buttery from the Anastasia palette. This is my like all-time favorite brow bone highlight shade. I need to just get a single of this. It's just perfect because it's matte but it's bright and super blendable, and I'm just gonna throw that up by the brow bone where you can see how many little hairs I have that need to go, whatever. All right, so let's move on to the face. So I'm quickly going to just clean up with the Garnier Micellar Water in a little cotton pad, and then I will work on making my face look a little less creepy. So I'm going to go in first with the Veil Mineral Primer from Hourglass. This is my favorite primer, and I know it is ridiculously expensive, but it is the best primer in the world, so it's worth it. So when I go in with super heavy eye makeup, I need like a flawless base. I'm going to use the Urban Decay All Nighter Foundation, which I like for this reason. You literally need like a pump and it will cover everything. Hopefully my beauty blender is damp enough for this because it's about to go down. So I'm gonna go in with a bit of Maybelline Age Rewind Concealer. I was super late to this party, and I am upset that I was because this stuff is amazing. Like, I've been using my NARS concealer only to conceal blemishes now, and that used to be like the only thing that I'll put under my eyes. But this one has kind of taken its place, guys. I'm going to add some dimension to my face. I've been using this Catrice Prime and Fine Professional Contouring Palette in the light shade, which I believe is called Ashy Radiance, yes. And I'm using the contour shade and my Wet n Wild contour brush, which I love. Like, this one is a good one. And just going to throw that on my cheekbones. Oh my god, I didn't even set with a powder. But this foundation is like, you don't really have to. But I'm gonna run back under my eyes real quick and set with the NYX Banana Powder because my nose and my eyes need to be set always. And I thought for blush today, to kind of go with the purpley theme, I would bust back out the Benefit Cheekathon palette, which like may or may not break me out, I don't really know, but I wanted to take the shade Dallas, which is kind of a bronzer, kind of a blush, and put that on the same brush, kind of go where I contoured a little bit, like with the lightest amount, and blend that like so. Kind of trying a draping trend, was that what it was called with the blushes? And add that up here. This one has a bit of shimmer in it, so it won't look so flat. For my blush, I'm gonna go in with the Clinique blush in Heather Pop, which is just my favorite right now. I'm going in on, or with this brush right here, and I am just gonna go to town because I feel like with such heavy eyes, like you need blush. Some people don't prefer that look, but like for me, yes. Plus this one is a beautiful color in that it's like pink enough, but also natural enough that like you don't look like a freak. I'm gonna add some to my nose. Now I am going to go in with highlight, and this is the Makeup Revolution Vivid Baked Highlighter in the shade Radiant Lights. It's like a pinky highlight shade. It is beautiful, and I'm just going to load that up. Then time to just finish up the eyes. I'm going to use Urban Decay's Perversion Mascara and throw that on. I am going to be wearing false lashes, but I gotta throw this on first, you know? Guess I'll just do that really quickly. I'm going to take this kind of pointy brush, take the shade Aubergine, and just throw that down there and blend with my finger. And then the shade Dusty Rose. And to highlight the inner corner, I'm going to go back in with the highlight that I used and just pile that on. Blend a bit with my finger. Now I'm going in with the Eyelure number 117. They just say texture multi-pack, and I love them because they are super wispy and dramatic, but also like thin enough that they don't bother me too much. But I'm gonna pop off camera to put these on because I don't know what I'm doing. Oh. And before I put them on, I'm going to do the tiniest wing with the Urban Decay Razor Sharp Liquid Eyeliner in Perversion. So you can't see the lash band, but I'm not winging it out or anything. That these kind of wing out on the end, which is a great tip if you have hooded eyes, because it will make your eyes look bigger without ending up with like, you know, that eyeliner like touching the top of your eyelid, because that is what happens to me every single time. So I'm doing this. All right, lashes are on. I freaking love these lashes. Like, look at them. Look like Bambi. But they're like not too heavy because I get really annoyed with super heavy lashes. And now I have some lip options I could go with. Originally, I was gonna do like a completely like metallic lip with this Milani matte metallic lip in the shade Prismatic Touch, but I think it'll just be way too much with this look. I'm going to try and incorporate this in a look soon, but plus my lips are super dry. I don't know if they can handle more matte lips. So I'm gonna take the shade, or the NYX Lip Liner in Natural, which is just like a brown nude, pink brown nude, and go ahead, line my lips with that. And I picked up this one because the Taylor was talking about it, and it is the L'Oreal like liquid lipstick, but it's obviously a gloss in the color Nude Ballet. Went to CVS this morning to get this specifically because I thought I would use it in this video. Boom. And it's really pretty. It's like a nice, just nude, not too pink, not too peach. That's the look, guys. That took forever. I feel like that took 18.5 years. But we are done, and this is my New Year's Eve party look for people with hooded eyes. I hope that you enjoyed it, and hopefully I'll see you in my next video. Bye, guys.